topic today is minimizing business disruption through succession planning. So today we are thinking about business disruption overview. What is it? Then we think about succession planning as a potential solution to business disruption. Some businesses, even from an international point of view, some of you may have known these businesses. Yes, so we ask ourselves, what is business disruption? These are changes, innovations that negatively or positively impact the business. I'll give you a lot of illustrations today, local and foreign. We have Netflix. Netflix is a business that shows movies, plays, drama, acts, and it's replaced the physical DVD because you can purchase directly online. We have Wikipedia. Many of you remember when we used to have yellow pages where you would go and check someone's number. And nowadays it's very easy. We have phones that carry all the numbers we need. We had a business called Skype and now Zoom, like the platform we are using today. And very interestingly, Zoom was founded by employees of Skype, and they have succeeded more than their former employer. So disruption, innovation, they're events that can really change your business. Some of them could be very positive, some of them negative. So, and we are all prone to it. The impacts of business disruption. So they could be positive and they could be negative. And as I proceed, you tell me, including where you work and where the business you do, what are some of the positive implications? And if we don't see them, other people could take advantage of them and write them. Secondly, positive disruptions. So disruptions don't necessarily have to be negative, although today we look more the negative part, but it's not necessarily that the disruption is negative. Improved business flexibility, new innovations by the team, and change into a less rigid hierarchy promoting growth. So like recently now, everybody's linked. You're talking about GMO. It has been banned since 2012, but recently I think there is a policy direction to allow it. So what does it mean for the people in the GMO industry? They are delighted because a positive policy disruption has come into place. So businesses are disrupted when they don't take advantage of positive disruptions in their industry. The people used to use typewriters, unless they have changed to use computers, they are facing challenges. Now, there are also negative disruptions and implications. Suspended initiatives or goals. We saw when Corona came, the government banning flights, banning people congregating in large numbers in churches, in malls, in public places. If you are in a mall business and this happens, what happens? Your business comes down. Then disrupted customer-client relationships. So let's go again to the example of a hotel. And we know some hotels, this is public knowledge. Intercontinental had to close. Among other places, Fairview Hotel. Some of these places have to close because customers, especially the international clientele, were not landing in Nairobi, also Norfolk, and among other places. So why? Customers are not coming. Customer tastes have changed. You can also have poor financial performance. So very interesting, these changes are not within your control, but if you don't take advantage of them, your business could suffer. Customer tastes have changed and they will change. We have the millennials coming into the working world and having purchasing power. What is the implication for entrepreneurs like you and I? Will our business be disrupted by the entry of millennials to the marketplace? They want quick solutions. They are digital natives, meaning they have grown up with internet. So how are you positioning our traditional businesses towards that market segment? So then there is unpredictable and unforeseeable risk due to uncertainty after the exit of the vision holder. You founded this business, you paid the price. Are you able to make sure that your business is not disrupted, either for you exiting and moving on? And exiting a business doesn't necessarily need to happen when you're old. It can be probably, maybe for health reasons, you may want to pursue other things. Establishing a business is demanding. You may want to tour the world. You may want to focus on charity world. And remember, an intergenerational business is not just family. All large businesses are intergenerational businesses because they have grown, been handed over from management to management to management. But it's very important for you to be able to bring in other talent, other people to support you, to think about your processes. We have been taught about businesses in this call in the past. So what information do you know? And it's very simple. Who owes your business money today? If you're not there, would anyone else be able to follow up to know that Mr. Onyango or Mrs. Kamau owes me 2,000 shillings? And let's say you traveled quickly or you're engaged. Would anyone know what your customers want? Maybe there's a customer who buys 2 kilos of your product, or there's a customer that every month you must supply them with new curtains or new bed sheets, assuming they have an Airbnb. Who knows apart from you? Yes, and I understand we say business is secrets, but what is this important secret that will cause your business to collapse if you're not there? KCB Biashara Club is about growing businesses. And we have to grow, ladies and gentlemen, because our customers are growing, our competitors are growing. And if you don't grow, I've seen customers say that our supplier is too little to meet our needs. For example, let's say you are maybe a hair salon business like one of the people listening today, and you're not growing and your customers are growing over time. They need probably bigger, more services, they need bigger space, they're getting more money. Or maybe you are in the real estate industry, you only have small houses, and maybe your customers' housing needs they are growing due to increased number of family members. If you don't grow, you lose those customers. And that's why it's very important to document your processes so that others can join you and you grow your enterprise. But very important is that we train our employees. Our employees and people who join us to build our vision have to be well trained. They have to grow. And how do you tell me you have to grow? Let's say you have a driver who works for you. And now there are all these new roads. The expressway, in other roads, there are bypasses that never used to be there. Part of learning how to use those roads, it's part of growth. So growth doesn't have to be academic, PhD, postdoctoral, master's degree. No, it's becoming better in new technologies, in new thinking. That's why we are saying employees learning also more than one role, so that in case somebody is on leave, or is not in the business for one reason or another, your business is not disrupted. That is how we prepare for business disruption. Number two, employees' motivation. Who enjoys doing the same thing every day? As we enrich their jobs, as people grow in different tasks, they grow in their skill. And actually, if they do assignment A, they might even be able to know about assignment B. I used to be a member of an association, and there were all these conflicts, and maybe some of your businesses are facing conflicts. Staff are fighting and they're creating their own turf. Why don't you try and rotate them so that they understand the challenge each other is facing? And I'm telling you, for example, if you have a lot of pressure on your marketing people, Give the people who are pushing the marketing role, let them be marketing for a week. You see what will happen. They'll be in their feet and they will support them even more. So flexibility, you can rotate people, and you may realize that as you move people to different roles, then some people find those roles highly enjoyable. Automation is key. IT is a huge disruptor, and actually they say that it's not many things that cannot be automated, including thinking. Thinking can be automated because you can feed in some data, ideas to a machine, then it gives you the best alternative. For example, today when you want to move to a point, what do? We just tell Google Map, take me to Thika, take me to Namanga. It guides my thinking. Yeah. So let's automate and let's embrace the technology so that we are not disrupted outside of our business areas. We reduce our costs and we reduce errors, because errors can disrupt our businesses. And then when people leave businesses, if there's something many corporates do, speak to them. Speak to them, ask them what are we doing well, where are we missing the mark, because some of the leavers might have very, very good ideas. So I want to just go through this and talk about practical and implementable ways to minimize business disruption. This is about strategic alliances, partnerships, your partnership, and sometimes we even collaborate with our competitors. So, and this happens a lot, like in the catering and the events industry, you may not have all the types of chairs and tents and transport that customers want. You can actually source them from your competitor if they are larger or they have what you want. And that way, your business is not disrupted from you not satisfying what customers want. And therefore, you're able to serve customers better. And then, your customers are one of your biggest alliances and collaborators. And this week we are having customer service week, because even when you're facing disruption, your loyal customers will stay with you. They will not abandon you. And I know that some of you are very loyal to your brands. You never change. And they can help you cope with change. They can help you grow. So as we think about minimizing disruption in your business, it's about surviving. You do not want to lose your enterprise. Risk is advisory and work is very important. Then selection and monitoring of metrics. This simply means, what are you monitoring? Because you will know. For example, I know large enterprises monitor our customers returning to buy our products. Our customers happy? They do surveys for customer satisfaction. Are we selling more? Are we making profit? Are we discounting so much? For example, we are in a challenging economic environment at the moment. Are you discounting too much that you are not making a profit? Actually, hiring is key, because if you hire without processes, without documentation, and you fire likewise, you could end up in a legal court of law. And we've talked about it in some of these calls, that there's a process to onboard. And a small secret for you, it will save you from pressure to hire people that are not good for your businesses. Some of you are facing pressure to hire people who are close to you, who probably are not suited for that role. And if they come on board, they'll disrupt your goal. So then you must also have a process for new policies and regulations.